Most people think that digital products are saturated and that it's just a race to the bottom with cheap prices and endless competition, but that's not actually the problem. The real problem is that most people are trying to sell the wrong types of digital products, or they're selling the right ones in the wrong way. So if you've ever felt like you're underpricing your work, struggling to get consistent sales, or putting in effort without seeing real results, you are not the problem. You might just be in the wrong category. So in this video, I'm going to break down 9 digital products and rank them based on what actually matters: time investment, revenue potential, demand, and competition. And instead of giving you a random list, I have organized these into 3 clear tiers: the highest leverage products, the ones that scale well with the right positioning, and the ones that most people start with but often stay stuck in. By the end of this video, you'll understand which products are worth your time, which ones require better strategy, and how to choose the right path based on how you actually want to build your business. And the best part is, I'm not going to make you wait for the good stuff until the end of this video. So let's go ahead and start with the only digital products that scored so close to 5 out of 5 stars across the board. But first off, just so we're clear, a 5 means best and a 1 means worst. So for time investment, a 5 means low time required and a 1 means it might take a lot of time. Let's start with the highest scoring digital products, kicking off with product number 1, Done For You digital products. Done For You DPs get 1 star for time investment, 5 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. This is the highest revenue category on the list, and it's not even close to the others in potential, hence why I'm putting it first. Done For You products include things like branding kits, website builds, custom dashboards, and fully built online assets. The demand is strong because many buyers are not just looking for tools, they're looking for results. Revenue potential in this space is high because these are customized solutions, which allows you to charge significantly more per sale compared to standard digital products. From my own experience, this model has generated over $1 million for me since 2022. The reason this scores so low on time investment, however, is because it is not passive. Each project requires time and input. However, this category is still important because it shows what happens when you move up in value. You do not need thousands of passive sales. You need fewer high quality sales to make it here. Just think about it. If your goal is 5,000 online per month, and let's say you want to sell a digital planner that costs $5, you'd have to sell 1,000 of those a month to even hit that goal. But if you can sell 20 branding kits at $250 each, or 2 websites at $2,500 each, or 30 logos at $150 each, your 5,000 is easily hit month after month. But for digital product sellers, this option is not a requirement, it's just an expansion path if you want to increase your pricing and revenue. Moving on to one of my favorite digital products out there right now, and one I've personally purchased in the past, is our product 2, website templates. Website templates get 4 stars for time investment, 5 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. But in my opinion, this is one of the strongest pure digital products you can sell right now. Website templates perform well because they solve a very clear problem. Businesses need websites, brands need websites, personal brands need websites like creator websites, and many of them want a faster and simpler way to launch those sites. That alone creates consistent demand and a more qualified, higher ticket buyer pool. Now, when you look at EverBee data, especially in the new and hot and rapid growth categories, you can see that newer listings are gaining traction quickly in this space. And these are not just older shops dominating the space either. Newer listings are getting sales, building engagement, and growing within their first few months in the website template niche, which is a strong signal that this category is still accessible for anyone with the skills to build it. Revenue potential here is also high because these are not low ticket products. Even at moderate pricing, you still need fewer sales to generate meaningful monthly income. Time investment is a 4 because once the template is created, it can be sold repeatedly without additional work. So while yes, the template creation process is a heavier lift in the beginning, these can be sold on autopilot passively every day without any additional legwork outside of marketing, of course. Competition here is scoring out of 4 because there are many templates out there right now, but most are very similar. So the opportunity comes from creating niche specific or outcome focused designs. This product works because it combines strong demand with better pricing and repeatable sales. Moving on to our third and final product in the top tier of this race today is high value bundles. High value bundles get 4 stars for time investment, 5 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. Bundles are one of the most effective ways to increase perceived value without changing your entire business model. Instead of selling one product, you are selling a complete packaged solution. So looking at our EverBee data today, this is one of the most consistent patterns. Across categories like Airbnb templates and business kits, you can see listings generating steady monthly sales and strong performance across both newer and more established products. We're also seeing listings under 12 months old continuing to grow, which means demand is ongoing here. Revenue potential is high because bundles allow you to charge more while still feeling like a better deal to the buyer than if they were to come back and buy more of the products from you individually. This works because buyers are not looking for more options, but they're looking for something that solves the entire problem in one purchase. Time investment is going to be a 4 here because yes, you are creating multiple assets, but those assets can be reused, expanded, and repackaged into a bundle. Or you might even be able to build a high-ticket bundle right now by just combining complementary digital items that are already in your shop today. I did that once and made a buttload of money off of it. Competition here is a 4 because while there are many bundles on Etsy, most are still pretty basic. More complete and better structured bundles continue to outperform, so make sure you understand your buyer and you do the research on exactly what they would consider valuable for a bundle, then go build it. If you take anything from this section, let it be this. The highest earning digital products are not the easiest ones to create, but they are the ones that deliver the most value. And when you focus on value instead of volume, you do not need as many sales to build real income. Now let's move into the next category, because these products can still perform extremely well, but only if they are positioned correctly. The difference between making consistent sales and getting stuck usually comes down to how specific, complete, and out-driven our products in tier 2 are. Kicking off with product number 4, AI prompt systems, but that are niche specific. AI prompt systems are going to get 4 stars for time investment, 4 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. This category is growing quickly because it helps people execute faster. Instead of giving someone information or templates or doing something for them yourself, you are giving them a tool that actually helps them do the work whether you're around or not. Demand is high here because most people are using AI tools right now, but most of them do not know how to use AI tools effectively. They're looking for shortcuts, for structure, and for better outputs, and that's where your product could fit in. But in this space, positioning really matters. Generic prompt packs are already becoming saturated, especially on Etsy, but niche-specific systems are performing much better. For example, instead of selling 100 ChatGPT prompts, you might create a system for online coaches that includes a content assistant, an email marketing assistant, and a business planning assistant. Or you might create a system for print-on-demand sellers that helps with product design prompts, listing optimization prompts, and SEO. An example that I built last year myself that helped hundreds of online creators was my 100K content creator blueprint. Now, the name might sound like it was a PDF or a course, but it was actually an AI assistant that took my 8-phase 100K blueprint that I do use in my courses and private coaching and actively walked the creator through the 8 steps without ever having to consult me on their business. This was a lower lift for me as their mentor, but a huge value to them that they could literally use 24/7. P.S. If you want to see what that looked like, comment creator and I'll send it over to you. Time investment for this offer is a 4 because these can be created relatively quickly compared to more complex systems and sold over and over again. Revenue potential is also a 4 because these are often priced in the mid-range, but can be increased significantly when bundled or positioned as a full system. Competition is also a 4 here because while more people are entering the AI prompting space, strong positioning still creates a clear advantage over the more generic items that you're going to see online right now. You'll also want to get really clear on your messaging and make sure that every product description, every piece of content, and every funnel you build around this is speaking on the benefits of the AI prompt bundle or the AI assistant to your actual person. Don't talk about the features, but rather what things the person will not have to do thanks to this assistant, or how their life will get easier because of what you built. Product number 5 is one that everyone can resonate with and probably benefit from, offering financial systems digitally to customers. This is one of the most reliable niches you can enter because people are always looking for ways to manage money, pay off debt, and improve their financial situations. Financial systems get 3 stars for time investment, 5 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. Looking at our EverBee data, we can see listings with strong monthly sales, high engagement, and consistent performance across both newer and older products. We're also seeing newer listings continuing to gain traction, which means this is not a closed market on Etsy. But if you can start offering these through social media or an EverBee store, the competition is going to be even less of an issue because the amount of money you make will be in direct correlation with the amount of uniqueness you bring to the market and value you bring to your customers. Some examples of financial system digital products are paycheck to paycheck budget templates, debt payoff systems, net worth trackers, and wealth dashboards, and first-time home buyer financial planners. Revenue potential in this space is actually pretty high because the value is easy to understand and pretty applicable to everyone. If your product helps someone manage their finances better, that is a clear and measurable benefit that everyone can wrap their heads around without needing a ton of explanation on your end. Competition is a 4 also because many products in this space are still super simple. More advanced systems, dashboards, and niche-specific tools continue to perform better. This category works best when you go beyond a basic tracker and build something more cohesive and complete. Time investment, however, is a 3 because these products need to be functional and accurate. Even though these could sell quicker and have more volume because they're basically applicable to anybody and everybody who wants to save money, the ones that are going to continuously do well are the ones that are going to provide a desirable outcome and provide insane value. They have to feel that they couldn't have created this spreadsheet, this template, this system themselves, that they needed someone like you to fill that void for them. But they also need to be able to understand it and put it to use quickly without having to become an Excel guru. There's a healthy balance here that must be delicately adhered to for this to really make you never worry about your own finances again. Finally, product 6 is one you're all going to be super familiar with, Canva template kits. But we are focusing on B2B templates, business to business, not B2C, business to consumer here. Canva template kits get 4 stars for time investment, 4 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 3 stars for competition. This is one of the most popular digital product categories right now, which is exactly why positioning matters so much. Demand is extremely high because Canva is widely used by business owners, content creators, and service providers, which makes it one of the easiest products for buyers to understand and use without you having to really do anything for them yourself after the product is built and delivered. Looking at EverBee data, we can see a large number of listings with consistent sales and strong engagement. However, you also see a very high number of competing listings, which is why competition scores a little lower here. Here are some of the highest ranking and highest revenue generating offers I found. Airbnb templates and bundles, client onboarding kits for small service providers, lead magnets and corresponding email sequences, and finally, sales page and sales funnel templates. Revenue potential is slightly lower than tier 1 because many of these products are priced in the mid-range, but of course, you could turn this into a tier 1 product by building a high-value bundle with multiple valuable offers in one. But as mentioned in previous product categories, the key difference with this is specificity. Generic social media templates struggle, but more niche-specific Canva kits like Airbnb host templates, real estate marketing kits, or coaching business assets are going to perform significantly better. This category works when your product is built for a specific type of buyer with a clear use case. When they're specific, outcome-driven, and clearly valuable, they perform extremely well. So let's now move on to the final category, because this is where most people start, but it's also where most people get stuck. These products are not going to be bad, they're just going to be the most saturated, the most competitive, and the most likely to turn into a low-price, high-volume game if you're not careful. If you find yourself stuck, it's usually because you're in this category without realizing it. You are creating products that are easy to make, easy to copy, and easy to underprice. Starting off with product 7, Ping and SVG bundles. Ping and SVG bundles are going to get 5 stars for time investment, 3 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and unfortunately our lowest, 2 stars for competition. These are one of the easiest digital products to create or repurpose, which is exactly, of course, why so many people start there. Especially in the world of Etsy, the demand for these products is also exceptionally high because they are bought by people in print on demand, for Cricut project, or building custom products right from your home. But when you look at the data, you will also see a massive number of listings in this category, and there are a lot of sellers offering very similar designs on very similar trends at very low price points. This category still works, but the strategy has got to change. Single designs struggle. Bundles, niches, and strong themes perform much better. Sticking with the maker space, product 8 is craft tutorials and patterns. This category gets 3 stars for time investment, 4 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, but again, 3 stars for competition. This includes things like sewing patterns, crochet guides, embroidery tutorials, and other skill-based digital products. The demand is strong here because these communities are highly engaged. People who are into crafting tend to buy multiple patterns and follow creators they trust. And when you look at this category using EverBee data, you will notice that many products are priced lower, but they make up for it in volume and repeat purchases. Time investment here is going to be a 3 because these products require real skill and clear instruction to make it worth it to the person on the other end of the tutorial or the pattern. Competition is moderate here because while there are many sellers, quality and clarity still make a significant difference. And we noticed that when you add the word video to the title, there seems to be a direct correlation with increased sales volume. So if you can build videos into your craft pattern products, that might be the one element you need to differentiate yourself from those who don't want to be on camera. Last but not least today is product 9, micro courses that are outcome based. That's the most important piece here. These are one of the most underrated digital products right now. Micro courses are getting 3 stars for time investment, 5 stars for revenue potential, 5 stars for demand, and 4 stars for competition. A micro course is a short, focused course designed to help someone achieve a specific result quickly. Not a 10-hour course, not something overwhelming, but something clear and actionable with a pretty immediate return on investment. Demand is high because people want faster results. They don't want to spend weeks consuming content before they see progress. And taking a look at EverBee research at products launched within the past year, filtered by highest growth rate under the term mini course, we can see that there are digital marketing courses, Canva ebook courses, mini balloon bouquet tutorials, and even how to build a monster truck. So if you have knowledge on a certain topic and you know other people could benefit from that knowledge, it might be worth packaging it into a mini course. Revenue potential is going to be super high here because they can be priced significantly higher than most digital downloads. But on the other end, time investment is moderate because you need to structure and explain the content clearly and build out the mini course intentionally, including either getting yourself on camera or using screen recordings paired with a voiceover that you create. I have personally made over 150 grand since 2022 just from courses, both large and small. So this is one that I highly recommend. But I'll be honest, I only sold about 2,000 of that amount on Etsy. The rest was through social media and my personal website. So if you're looking to go this direction, there might be a period of brand building before course building, if you really want to take this seriously and increase your chances of making insane money. So now you've seen all three tiers: the highest leverage products, the ones that scale with the right positioning, and the ones that most people start with but often stay stuck in. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this: the problem is not that digital products are oversaturated or too cheap for you to consider getting into. The problem is there are too many people choosing products that are too easy to copy and too easy to underprice. The shift happens when you move toward products that solve real problems, products that deliver clear outcomes, and products that create enough value that you don't have to compete on price. So instead of asking what digital product should I sell, start asking what problem can a digital product I make solve, and how valuable would that solution be? If you can answer that clearly, you're already ahead of most sellers. But I'm really curious, which category are you in right now? Are you building something or have built something from tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3? Drop it in the comments. I read every single comment and I'd love to know what you're working on. If you are in tier 2 or tier 3 and you want to get some ideas of how to move your products into a tier 2 level, comment your current digital product and I will go ahead and give you an idea for how to elevate it into a higher revenue, lower saturation category. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to boop that like button so more eager digital product sellers can get notified of it too. And if you're currently a print on demand or handmade seller, wondering if it's possible for you to sell digital products in your current shop, I actually built an entire live training on how to sell multiple product types under one business. So I'll leave that one above my head for you to check out next.